Welcome to episode 1 of part 2 for Rolling 420s. We're coming right back in during the beginning of this battle with Maldread at the Mournhall. I just want to remind everybody who we've got around the table here because it's been a while. To my left over here,
Tommund Jerry. Okay, I am a level 5 Dragonborn Warlock.
What type of warlock?
A genie. I couldn't remember for a second, but then I remembered I'm genie in a bottle. And that's how I remembered. Despite being a Dragonborn, he's got furry eyebrows, and they're visible at all times, even when his helmet's closed.
Even when his helmet's closed, you can see his furry eyebrows.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a new descriptor that no one has ever gotten before.
You only get this one when you're high enough.
Yeah, normally it's not there. Oh, good lord.
Only when we reach a new level.
Tommund only has the eyebrows after cookies. Oh my god, we're through one character introduction. This episode's gonna be a blast. Next over,
Anchorage. I'm, your typical sort of, rogue 3 paladin 2. I think that's enough said, mostly on that. Other than that, I'm, a sheriff, so I do got, your sort of western fantasy attire.
What's up, guys? It's Erris.
he's back.
So, Erris Emberwalker, to refresh your memory, is a half-elf druid, level 5. Erris has got this, greenish teal skin, long white hair. He also has a fancy little, wooden quarter staff. And then a flame blade that is summoned very often. It's just one of his favorite goodies that he has. So,
Yeah. Real firebug. Who wants to give a recap?
I shouldn't.
Last time, essentially what happened was, right, so we were doing a lot of stuff in this, Mournhall area, you know what I mean? Which is, the place where, the capital of Kattegat, where the king is, you know what I mean? So we were doing some stuff, right? And we broke out our buddy Bellamy, who, he's less really of our buddy and more of, a guy that offered us cool stuff if we broke him out. So we broke him out, but the king started going on this crazy spree, killing all these little creatures in their boxes.
No, mean when he kills the little creature's boxes.
And then we heard this sort of magical, mystical music playing, and one of the creatures was unmade and lashed out at the king, and we were able to get him out of there right in time.
You handed him off to your buddies in the Black Guard,
Barney and
Barney. We're currently trying to retreat with the king.
But in the meantime, the Unmaker got our friend Wendy,
Yeah, that was tough.
who was a strong
And
fighter.
graceful.
The
Graceful.
strongest
And
of us.
very graceful.
Don't forget graceful.
So graceful.
And
Truly.
very German.
Very German.
And I think that's right where we left it, huh? Maldread, the Unmaker, he reached out his hand
For Wendy.
and her body started to shift and change. I think that's where we'll pick right up. As Wendy's arms and legs, initially muscular and stumpy like a dwarf, they begin to stretch and grow, the muscle being pulled taut, and you see her arm and hand fuse together with her turtle-like warhammer that she always kept with her, turning one of her arms into a long, lopsided, club-like appendage. Her shoulders buckle back and she kind of falls forward using her 2 arms to balance as her body continues to change. And at this point, the lich turns to you, Maldread. He fixes his gaze on the 3 of you. You being some of the only people to have had an interaction with him in hundreds of years, So he seems to have some sort of special interest in you now, because there's lots of people running around panicking, but his eyes just keep shifting from Tommund to Anchorage to Erris. And then suddenly he smiles.
You didn't need to do that. You got my grandmother's book for me. That is so kind of you, Tommund.
Oh, I can't think of anything disrespectful enough right now. My brain fails me.
As the cookie fogs your brain, Maldread raises his hand.
He goes, I'll be taking that.
And suddenly the book that you claimed from the corpse of Nessa Maldread shoots forward and begins to hover in the air in front of him. And the book falls open, and suddenly the pages start turning rapidly at an unnatural pace. Maldread not even touching the pages, just staring at it, hand outreached, and then suddenly it stops abruptly.
He goes, yes, there it is.
And he is gonna roll initiative. Oof, dude, there's so many aspects to this battle. This is gonna be crazy to keep straight.
I got a 13.
You got a 13? Okay.
I got a 17.
I got a 14.
Oh, wow. Now, Maldread is going to go first. And with his turn, absolute chaos breaks out. Before he does anything, the sound of ripping from a bunch of the cages just deafens the air as the creatures he's created begin to try and dig and smash their way out. Quite a few of them get loose immediately. Larger creatures, completely unrecognizable from what they originally were, begin just tearing and wreaking havoc through the city. The citizens that were all gathered around for Goth's little demonstration for his birthday begin to run screaming, but there's not really a good place for them to go. They just are running into each other, running over each other, and then these creatures hit the crowds. And it's just mass death. In just this little 6-second turn, maybe 100 bodies hit the ground. It's brutal. Maldread, he looks down to Wendy, the newest of his servants, whose transformation is beginning to complete.
Wendy, someone needs to accomplish our goal. And I can't think of anyone better to do it than you.
And he reaches down and he puts his hand under her chin, which is now long and like a spike, and he puts his hand under it and he brings her up to her feet. She's much taller now. Wendy, he was a dwarf, and now she is taller than Maldread. He gives her a little kiss on her chin, and she turns and she bolts away from the battle at a speed Wendy never could have gone before. And next for his action, he is going to cast a field of unmaking around his grandmother's book. So he takes his hand and he draws a circle around the book, and this inky black energy starts to fill out around until there's this spherical shape around the book, completely protecting it. Not a sphere. Is a sphere the one that's totally round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh god. Oh, I'm stoned. Oh Jesus. This is by far the stonedest I've ever been for one of these episodes. This is awesome.
Welcome to season 2.
Welcome to part 2, baby. More action, more smoking. It's gonna be fire. Okay, so he draws this circle around the book, and it forms into this sphere of inky black energy. Then he just turns and looks at you guys like, what you got? And that will bring us to your turn, Anchorage. Just to kind of throw down some of the elements that are going on right now that you could interact with, because there's a lot of shit going on. Barney and Barney are pulling away Goth, but he seems to be throwing a tantrum about it. And both of them seem kind of nervous to like really put the hurt in the king to get him to like fall in line, and he's like really kicking and swinging, trying to get away from them. Moraz, the panther bodyguard that he had before, is now full transformation, a terrifying, hulking mass of muscle and tentacles and claws and teeth. Quite a horrifying creature, and it probably one of the largest of the new unmade creatures. The largest besides him would be the Sphinx that Goth killed during the demonstration. Worshipped as a god. Is that
still in a cage?
It is not still in a cage. It immediately breaks out with its new unmade strength, and it stretches out its gigantic leathery wings, no feathers anymore, just membrane stretched thin between the bones. And it's a horrifying creature now. That is the largest of them. Some even considered the All-Seer a god before this. So that could be something that's a little problematic.
And that's right near where the book is in the sphere,
That is right near where the book is. Then next to that, Maldread is standing with his book that he's just cast this sphere around.
I feel like I got one chance. I'm going to notch an arrow. I'm going to aim it straight at the book. And I'm going to fire.
Okay, roll to hit.
21.
You fire the arrow, and just as the sphere is like starting to fully close, the arrow slips in and sticks into the book. Nothing seems to happen. And Maldread, he does look annoyed.
Those parchment pages are ancient. You could have damaged a very useful spell. Fuck you.
He doesn't say any of that, but that's the look he's giving. Anything else you want to do, Anchorage?
Is any of the arrow outside of the bubble?
Yes. The fletching and little notch still remain outside the bubble.
I'm gonna look to Tommund and to Erris, and I'm gonna say, last one that gets the book is a rotten egg.
He's right, you know.
I look kind of stumble slightly, and then I start running after.
Okay. You want to use your movement to run up to the book in Maldread?
Yeah, try to get it out.
All right, so yeah, you run up there. I'll let you. I don't know. You can't really do anything else. You could try and bonus action something.
Could I try to pick at the fletching and try to grab the arrow?
Try and like pull it out. Pull it out.
Yeah.
Sure. Make me a sleight of hand check.
That's an 18.
An 18. You wiggle it, and you're able to get it closer out of the center. You're able to pull it kind of to the edge. But then the arrow rips free, taking some of the pages with it.
Okay.
Maldread does not look happy. You at least got the page he was going for.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. Erris, your turn. Anchorage, as usual, has run headlong into death. It's just expecting you to save him.
I see that. I am looking at this one spell.
It's something I for brain fart forgot to mention that's also going on is the monsters slaughtering people at the crowd.
Yeah.
That's another little side bit that's going on there that could maybe use some attention.
So, Tommund, you need to do something, because I have to take care of the one that just ran headlong towards the box.
Okay.
But I'm going to do this first. I'm going to cast invisibility
Ooh, okay.
And when level 3, or when a spell slot of 3 level or higher, I can do myself and someone else.
Oh, okay. So you have to touch him, so you'll...
Yes.
But you can run
so
up
I'm
and
going to
do it.
make a mad dash to at least touch.
Okay.
Anchorage.
That's going to be infuriating for the lich. All right, you don't need to roll anything. You just you run up at breakneck pace and you slide in, touching one hand to yourself and the other to Anchorage, and the two of you vanish. Just a few of the pieces of paper that weren't still on the arrow fall down to the ground, still visible, but everything else has vanished. Okay. Anything else you want to do, Erris?
That's my action.
Okay. So, Tommund freaking Jerry. It's your turn, big guy.
Dang it.
We just got a mac and cheese delivery.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry had a DoorDash in the middle of the fight. Hang on, guys.
I'm so hungry.
Tommund uses his turn picking up his DoorDash.
Okay, but there's a big panther monster.
Big panther monster that it doesn't seem like it's gonna be friendly.
Okay, and then there's just a bunch of monsters in general slaughtering people.
Yeah.
Is there any... can I see Blackguard or Eagles or Rangers' hands?
Okay. Yes, you do. You see both of them, but they're not organized and they're not ready. The Black Guard seem to be running and losing their heads pretty much as bad as the civilians. The Rangers' hands seem to be pulling it together a little bit better. You see the half boar, the large boar beast folk that kicked you guys out of the Hearth Tower earlier. He's shouting over the sound, trying to call his men together, and you see a few eagles descending down to where he is.
Okay. So that tells me we just...
You also see the captain of the Black Guard, Mattis. Who served you soup. Or I guess he's the captain now, because he was second in command, and now Moraz is no longer captain. He is fighting for his life and trying to cut his way towards the king.
Okay.
And he's shouting out for the Black Guard to fall to him.
Okay, what's he fighting?
He is fighting against just one of the smaller monsters that is busted out. It looks like it, once upon a time, could have been a flail snail, which is a rare D&D monster, a classic. It's a large elemental snail that on the ends of its little antenna thing, it has flails. It no longer looks like that, and it seems to have about 100 of the little tentacle things.
Oh my god.
And it's just like a little amorphous glob moving its way steadily towards Mattis, and he's slicing away at the flails as they swing at him.
There's a lot of choices, and I'm sure a lot of them would be really good to me. However, that's my fucking book.
That is your book.
I'm gonna run and I'm gonna take it, cause I'm in a magic containment suit, and that sounds like it's also a magic keep outment suit.
You're crossing the streams.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna run up. Can I shoot off? Cause I'm level 5. Can I shoot off 2 Eldritch Blasts as I'm running to grab this?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to shoot one at the thing that's attacking the new captain.
Okay. Yeah. Attacking Mattis. All right.
So I'll roll one. That is a 13.
That hits.
Okay. And then I'll roll damage for that. That's a 5.
Okay.
And it gets pushed 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll fire the other one at the ghastly figure before me.
Oh, at Maldread?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit.
Oh gosh, that was a 10.
10 to hit.
Yeah.
You fire it off, and it misses, but then it like arcs around and is just sucked into him, and he seems to just absorb the energy.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It just seems to culminate somewhere in his arm.
Uh-oh.
You want to try and grab the book?
Yeah, I want to grab the book. I just want to like swipe through my hand through it and try to rip the book out.
Okay. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Uh-oh. That's a 5.
Alright, well, so you go to just like kind of grab the corner and like stealthily pull it out without having to touch too much of the magic containment field, but you just shove your whole arm in there and you grab a hold of it. And now, yes, you are wearing a magic containment suit. But how this spell works is anything that like touches it, any organic thing that touches it is affected by the unmade spell. But magic containment suit.
Yeah.
I knew Tommund could do this. This was a thing that Tommund could do. So, Tommund, you grab the book and you start to pull your arm out of it, and then suddenly you realize you don't have control over your arm at all. It's you kind of stumble back away from it, and your arm is just laying limply at your side. And you look at it, and it doesn't look right anymore. The book, the armor, and your arm have all spiraled into about one thing. The metal twisting through your arm and around your fingers. You basically have a spiky metal arm just hanging limply at your side, and you can see all the writing from the book's pages is scribbled onto it.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
But you can't use the arm at all. It's just laying there.
Is the whole book?
The whole book is gone.
I'm gonna look up at Morbius or whatever.
Oh no! It's Morbid time. Yeah, you look up at Maldread. His face is just... I mean, it was pretty fucked up and gone through this point of the transformation. First of all, Wendy smacked him in the face with her hammer, shattered his teeth, his fake teeth already. And then he like unmade himself and his eyes kind of disappeared. It's just kind of like blank skull with like a hanging, gaping mouth. Nice. But you can tell he gives you a knowing look. I'll say that. He looks pissed. He gives you a knowing look. He's not happy. Wow. Okay. Anything else? Whoops. Okay, that's awesome. I'm so glad that happened. Okay, next up is Mattis. Tommund, you fire off this bolt at the flail snail he's fighting, and it streaks through and it slices through a few of its flails, giving Mattis like the opening he needs to dodge away, and it's pushed back away from him, and he runs the other way away from it towards the king. And as he's going, he throws a knife back and sticks into it. But these creatures don't die easily. He rushes up to towards where the king is, and then he's slammed into by the monstrous form of Moraz, and sends him flying like a ragdoll, spinning through the snow, and he crashes into a building and just sits there for a second. Oh well, no more book turn.
Oh, yippee!
And okay, and Barney and Barney battling with the king to try and keep him under control. The king pulls a knife out of his boot and sticks one of the Barneys in the leg, and he stumbles back and he lets the king slip, and Goth is gone. He's running off towards the Tower of the Gods, going, "Mommy, where did you go?" In the same direction Wendy went. Just little thing.
Oh wait, that's where Wendy ran off to. Yeah, where the fuck did Wendy go?
She's off doing something. Something that apparently Maldread sees as even more important than killing you guys. Or maybe he just thinks he doesn't need any help.
Yeah.
The Barneys, they're ready to fight now. They're like, fuck this king. This city is done. This looks like the end. And so they Barney pulls out his spear, and the other Barney pulls out his short sword, and they're ready to go. But they don't try and fight anything. They're just gonna wait for stuff to come to them. It's gonna bring us back to Maldread. Oh, why am I smoking a joint? I need to.
Give me that.
Yeah, give it to Tommund. He's not dumb enough already. All right, Maldread. He looks at Tommund.
You have no idea what you just did.
Yes, I do.
That book held some of the most ancient and potent magic in existence, and you've destroyed it. I was having fun. I was ready to play with you a little bit before you died. I'm not having fun anymore.
And he is going to cast Power Word Kill on you. Which, if you have less than 100 hit points, you die. You're reduced to 0.
Like 100% or the number 100?
The number 100. You need 100 flat hit points.
Okay, then I guess I'll take my second option and die.
And suddenly your arm moves without you thinking. And it shoots up and it catches the spell. And it phases into the metal and flesh conglomerate, and all the writing starts to glow. And suddenly you can move the arm. Strength returns to it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Can I reaction against him?
That takes your reaction.
Okay.
It used your reaction automatically.
Oh wow.
It just in the future you'll be able to do it on your own reaction, but as of now you don't quite understand it.
Yeah.
Or can control it very well. Okay, what else? What else is Maldread gonna do? All right, he's gonna start burning some of his legendary actions because things are really not going well for him. He's going to Ray of Frost you, Tommund. So he's going to. Oh my fucking god! Wow, Maldread sucked. What's his spellcasting bonus? Oh, he has plus 12. Does a 16 hit?
Holy shit.
18, okay.
Okay.
So no.
The bolt of ice crashes. Oh, Anchorage just blew a smoke ring. Oh, another one. Okay. The bolt of frost crashes against your armor and it just dissipates. Notably, your arm did not do anything. Whoa, didn't do anything. Yeah, that's all he's gonna do. He's gonna end his turn now, and that will bring us to Anchorage. You tried to solve this problem. You shot the book with an arrow. You tried to shimmy it out of the little unmade zone. And then Tommund just walks up and grabs it, full arm in the fucking little spear, and it somehow works for him. And then when it looks like all is done for him, and the lich has just killed him, It works in his favor, and it saves his ass. Now, you and Erris are invisible right next to Maldread. And the All-Seer that's been unmade. It's looking right at you, too.
So we can't make an attack, and we can't cast a spell.
If we attack or cast a spell, the invisibility is broken. Of the person that does it. But it doesn't have to be for both of us. Of the person that does it first.
But can we make a noise?
Well, I mean, we could make a noise, but I mean, the All-Seer's looking straight at us.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna blow. I wanna reach down and grab Corky's horn from my waistband and silently show it to Erris, and then I'm gonna mimic blowing it in Morbius's ear.
No, not God. Shit. Morbius forever. This is awful.
Mordenheimer.
Mordecai.
Go for it.
And then I blow.
So you're putting it up to his ear? Okay, so his unmade form doesn't really have ears anymore per se, but I guess you find like a little hole like on the head where you're like, yeah, sound probably goes in there. All right, and you put the horn up to it and you blow. It is loud. It is it's an intense horn. You know, trolls, that's their main way of, that's how they call each other on the phone, but they only get like a few different notes, but it's meant to travel very far. And you blast it into Maldred's ear and he's ow. I guess I'll roll to see if he becomes deaf in that ear temporarily.
You're just pranking us.
Yeah, he's gonna have trouble hearing out of that side for a while.
And then I want to do a little giddy run away.
Okay, where do you want to run to, Anchorage?
Mattis.
Mattis? Okay, yeah, you are able to reach him. He's not too far.
I want to pick him up, and I want to invisibly say, Mattis, it's Anchorage, your buddy from before in the tent, before we took the tent down.
So you invisibly walk up to him, and he's pretty bloody. But are you scooping him up like a princess? How are you picking him up? Or do you want to just try and help him to his feet?
I'll help him up to his feet.
Okay, you pull him up to his feet, and he stands. He's steady again. And what are you saying to him? Oh, you're saying it's Anchorage?
Yeah, it's Anchorage. Mattis. You need to be the unifier here. You need to find the king and Barney. They're very good soldiers. You have to find them. And you have to start a rebellion against the unmade.
You're right. Okay. Anchorage, I can't see you, but I'm gonna trust that you're there.
Right. I'm actually dead. I'm a ghost.
Fucking, you're kidding me. No, you're not. You just helped me out. You're fucking with me.
Yeah,
I
sure.
just touched you.
Yeah, right.
They're just having this conversation mid-battle.
Now, we can...
More ass
Things...
right there.
Yeah, things are looking bad. But they could be worse. Now, I don't know if I can go after the king right now. I seem to be a little busy with my former colleague, who, admittedly, I was never able to beat when he was normal, and I'm not sure I have the faintest chance now, but I can take a hit. I can stall the monsters, and I'll call for the rest of the Black Guard. But I need someone to go after Goth.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
And I think I can help you a little bit with your big cat problem. And I want to run over and blow Quicky's horn in the cat guy's ear.
Okay, you'll have to do that next turn. But you and Mattis stand strong. He's a little bloodied, but and the giant form of Moraz is coming in on just him because you're invisible.
He's just like,
Okay, that is going to bring us to Erris. You are invisible.
Yep.
But Maldread definitely knows that someone is around now.
and the Allseer, right?
The Allseer, its formless face is staring right at you. Its face, when it was normal, used to be like very human, like uncannily human and rather beautiful. Now it's just like blank. You know, like the silence from Doctor Who? Just like the deep set eyes with just skin stretched over it, and like the deep mouth, just a little indentation, and no expression. But that is pointed at you, like right at you.
Oh god. I'm keeping an eye on Anchorage at the same time.
Can you see other people who are invisible when you're invisible?
That's a good question.
Not to throw in like crazy philosophical questions. I don't think you
If they're spelled to be invisible.
I guess
Then
what's is it like a big invisible blanket?
because I think the spell says you can't be seen by other creatures. Not that you can't be seen by other creatures unless they're invisible too.
Yeah, it does not say it.
So Anchorage, you heard the horn blast, and then you there's deep snow on the ground, so you see footsteps running away. It probably means Maldread does too. But what you want to do?
I am torn between going for Moraz and helping Anchorage, or just going after Goth directly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could just chase after Goth.
Yeah.
He is closer to you than he is to Madison Anchorage.
And I'm very curious to see where Wendy went.
Yeah. Okay. You want
So,
to chase after?
I'm chasing that away.
Okay. Invisibly, you slip past Maldread. The Allseer follows you with its gaze, but it doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do it. I'm got my eyes on that.
It's.
Wow, I'm sprinting.
Do you want to use your action to run an extra 30 feet as a dash?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, 60 feet gets you in the direction of where Goth went pretty quickly, and you can see him probably like 40 feet up in front of you, slugging his way through the snow, and so you can easily see his footprints. And he's really slow. He's getting tired trying to lug his way through this snow, and it looks like he's trying to get to the Tower of the Gods. That's where he's stumbling to. But you see something else. Something's following Goth's footprints besides you. What you believe to be the unicorn that he killed during his little presentation. Oh, no. Its unmade form is stalking low to the ground, just barely above the snow after Goth. Its horn, no longer like a majestic, like magical, pretty little wand thing, is now just a horrible spike sticking straight out in front of its head. And you can see rows of long teeth and a canine-like jaw beneath it. And it's kind of built like the chupacabra, real low down to the ground, just stalking after Goth. And it's a little closer than you are right now. It's got about 20 feet to Goth, and he doesn't seem to notice it.
Can I do anything, or am I just okay?
You had to dash to get here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a bonus action left. You could shout. You could, if you are
imbuing nature's magic.
Oh,
My staff is a bonus action.
okay, yeah, you can charge up your staff.
I'm gonna run with that one.
Okay, you charge up your staff, and
Okay.
you can hit him with it next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. You invisibly. Oh, you cast a spell.
No.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Invisibility drops, but
But I'm behind it.
You are behind
I'm
it.
behind it.
You're behind it, and it hasn't noticed you.
I'm gonna just scream shit in my head.
Yeah, just silently. Oh shit. Okay. That is now going to bring us to Tommund.
So I've been left alone to deal with.
Yeah, Tommund. Yeah, you're just facing down a very angry Maldread on your own.
And there are many things to do.
Everybody can't hear that well out of one ear. Your hole?
And does he have a physical form, or is he like?
He has a physical form. He is very fleshy.
No, because I feel like it kind of matters to hit him with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. So I'm gonna hit him with a scorching ray.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What kind of damage is Scorching Ray? Is it fire or is it radiant?
Oh. Let me use the old.
Ye old Google. Ye old Giggle. Yeah, me put on the giggle. Say it there. Somebody's gonna find that awful accent horrible. It's fire. Okay.
We're gonna get a bunch of Scottish hate mail.
Alright. So I'm gonna roll to hit. It's 3 rays of fire. Should I roll?
Yeah. So roll 3 times.
Okay. Okay. First one is a 12.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Sorry.
Second one. Oh my gosh, is an 11.
It doesn't hit.
Third one is a 19.
A 19.
Yeah.
Okay, that one does hit.
5 damage.
Yeah.
5 damage. Hey, that's not nothing. That's not nothing.
He's 5 damage.
It's something.
Okay. Is that all you want to do, Tommund?
I mean, I feel like I should try to figure it. Like, do I have any instincts with the arm?
Stick it out.
Stick it out like Iron Man. And I believe it, and I'm done.
Imagine I picked random activation word and it's believe it.
Crocodile.
All right. Tommund, that's the end of your turn, which is going to bring us to the All-Seer, which does nothing.
Does nothing.
The Black Guard.
Is it looking at Erris, or was it looking at Erris and Anchorage?
After Anchorage left, it continued to look at Erris and then followed Erris again.
Okay.
The Mattis, while Moraz is about to crash into him, he assumes a defensive stance and he calls for the Black Guard. He goes, Black Guard, assist the lone armored figure. Go after the wizard. And he points his sword towards Maldread. And the Black Guard, they seem to take up the cry. Barney and Barney particularly turn and they rush to try and back up Tommund. Yeah, they're gonna run in and they're just gonna start swinging on Maldread. One of the Barneys can't quite make it all the way, but one of them stops and is gonna huck his spear. Maldread just bats it away. And all the other guards, they run up. Just to save time, I'm going to avoid rolling. But he does take damage. They're swinging on him. Their swords seem to have little to no effect. But some of them using spells or like spell swords, like spells like Shillelagh, are able to get in a few hits. And he takes some damage. Tommund, you were standing this fight alone. And suddenly there's 20, 30 black guards coming in to assist you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whether they're doing that much or not, it's nice to have people around you to take some of the brunt of the repercussions.
Sweet. fresh meat for the slaughter.
I don't think like you, Anchorage.
Yeah, Anchorage is fucked up. Mattis is going to run in on Moraz, and he's just going to start slashing at him. He's cutting away big chunks out of the monster with his short sword. He swings about 5 times in the 6-second period, but it's hard to put a dent in a monster this big, which is then going to bring us back to Moraz. And he's going to take one of his giant clawed tree trunk like arms and just swing it into Mattis as hard as he can, which definitely hits. Okay, yeah, Mattis takes a lot of damage, and then Moraz just keeps swinging. Mattis is able to avoid one of them, but the former panther creature just rolls over and crashes into Mattis, knocking him to the ground, which will now bring us back around to Maldread, who is completely surrounded by the guards. And Tommund, the guards kind of like push in front of you because there was a little bit of space between you and Maldread. You were just spelling it out. But the guards, they get in real close and personal, melee weapons. And then suddenly they're just dropping to the ground as Maldread is just reaching around and touching them on the shoulder, and they're dropping to the ground without any sort of magical resistance. They've got nothing to defend themselves, and their bodies hit the ground, and it looks like they're just dead at first. And then they start shaking. In this little period, Maldread drops about 10 of them, the 10 that were in closest to him, and they just start shaking. They're not going to be on your side anymore after this round. The other guards seeing this, they back up, and some of them start running. But it does waste Maldred's legendary actions and his action to change all those guards. So we're going to bring it back to Anchorage. Mattis, he looks at you.
The Blackguard can't do anything against a power like that. We're just not equipped to resist magic that potent.
Shit. And the panther guy is dead?
No, he's still there. He's still swinging. He rolled over and crashed into Mattis and sent him flipping back a couple feet.
Okay, maybe you should actually run, Mattis. Maybe you should make a tactical retreat.
No, I totally got this.
And he stands back up.
Okay. If I did an attack on Moraz right now, would it be a sneak attack?
It would.
Mm-hmm. And would I get full sneak attack bonuses?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna add smite to my roll.
Okay.
At level 1. Okay, that's a 25.
Oh, fucking shit! Yeah, that hits. And this is with your short sword?
Yeah, short sword. So that's 8 damage.
Okay, wait, but plus sneak attack.
16 damage.
And then plus 2d8s for smite. Oh. Yeah, it's your 3rd level rogue, so it's 2d6.
Okay, so what's the 18 damage?
Snake eyes on the smite, baby. 18 damage. It hits. Where do you stab him? 'Cause you can stab him pretty much anywhere. You're invisible. You got full motion around him.
If I can, I want to stab up through his rib cage because I know he's taller than me.
Okay, and try and go for the heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or up under his rib cage.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You slide it up, your knife up where you imagine this unmade creature's rib cage to be.
Oh yeah.
You're not quite sure if it's the right spot, but the creature's screaming and all the blood that starts pouring out gives you a pretty good idea that you hit at least a good spot. Your invisibility drops, and you get a little covered in blood because you're stabbing up above yourself.
Worth it.
But the monster Moraz here, he reels back and tumbles down between that did some damage to him. But he now sees you and looks very angry, which is now going to bring us okay, that's going to bring us to Erris then.
Okay. I'm stuck in behind.
Yes. Goth has gotten a little further towards the House of the Gods, and the creature's still stalking after him, but you can close the distance this turn if you want to.
Can I tell if the creature is like being purposefully slow and stalking him, or if this is like a decent pace for it?
I guess, I don't know, roll me like a little nature check, because you're a
talk with
druid.
animals and everything too, and yeah.
This isn't really an animal anymore. You know what, I'll just say, you've spent a lot of time in the wild observing predators hunt. This is a predator that knows it has a guaranteed kill.
Okay.
It's just waiting for the easiest moment.
Okay.
It looks like it's gonna kill him, and you have seeing those powerful muscular legs and how long they really are, because it's bent down really low. When it decided to run, it could probably move really fucking fast.
Well, I've got the shillelagh charged up. Does it look like it has like a head or anything? Like,
it does have a head.
Yeah.
It's got a very long, like still horse-like neck that leads out to this more like canine, protruding snout with teeth. And then it's still got its eyes intact, but they're just kind of like blank. And then it's what used to be unicorn horn, which is now just kind of a jagged spike, which looks like maybe barbs on it.
nasty.
Sticking like straight from the center of its head.
Okay. I'm tempted to just run up
And just whack it.
and just whack the shit out of it.
It definitely hurt it.
Yeah. At least to stun it, to maybe get to Goth first and just take off as fast as I can, dragging this brat with me.
Dragging the fucking brat. Okay, so
into the building. How far away is the building?
the building is another like it's 25 feet from where
Okay.
Goth is.
Okay.
So it's not too far, but he's pretty short, so his movement is restricted in this amount of snow.
In this one.
So he's moving at like half speed. But you're a wood elf. Are you a wood elf?
Yeah.
So you have a 35 movement speed. You've got long legs. Like you've got a long stride. So this isn't a problem for you. Goth is, what did I say? Like 40 feet away from you?
I think
And then
so.
the creature is about 20 feet from you. So you could run up and like while you're running, try and hit the creature with like the end of your staff. And it's pretty long, so you wouldn't provoke opportunity attack.
Okay.
Quarterstaffs have that reach. And you could get almost to Goth. You could get 5 feet behind.
I'll take that chance.
Okay.
I'll take that chance.
Okay.
I just want to take that thing out first, if I can.
It's
At least smack it
terrifying
hard
looking.
enough.
Okay.
Because it's going to be fast.
It is going to be fast.
It's gonna
And
be
you're on your
fast.
own out here.
I can transform too.
You can
If
transform
I
too,
have
which
to.
would we get the animal battle. That'd be pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
All right.
I'll say you get advantage because it's not expecting it.
That's going to be a 16. 17.
17?
17.
Holy shit. That hits.
Okay, do I roll for damage?
Yeah.
Or- yeah.
So roll a d8 and add your wisdom bonus to it.
5 plus 4.
Plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
So 9.
9. I'm just trying to hit it. Yeah.
You
the head,
smack
at
it
least.
right in the head, and the shillelagh, it cracks the thing's skull. It's stunned. It loses its balance a little bit and like stumbles to the side, but then gets back to hunting pose at like lightning speed.
God.
Looking at you, and its legs all spread so far out now, kind of like a spider, but just with 4 legs.
Oh, God.
It's its turn.
Yeah.
So it is going to, you run past it, and it immediately takes off after you. The predator
saw that
instinct
coming.
kicks in, and it chases you at a ridiculous speed. and it just tries to ram into you full force with its horn.
With the horn.
Just head pointed downwards.
Oh my god.
That is a 9 plus 5, 14. Does that hit your armor class?
By 1?
So I need you to make a strength saving throw.
This is gonna so... Maybe. 17.
Holy fucking shit. I rolled really high.
17.
17. It rams into you, and you are going to take 20 damage. As it just lunges forward at you and pierces into your like lower stomach area with the horn, and like it tries to knock you down, but you, despite the pain, you grit your teeth and you dig your foot in and you hold ground and you push the thing off, and the horn slides out of your stomach and blood pours out, staining the snow beneath you completely red. Goths turns around. He's just like right next to you now, and the creature. Oh no! Oh God! It's so horrible and ugly. Protect me, poor as matters, mommy. He'll stand up and keep just completely abandon you.
Yeah, no, I saw that
and
coming.
Continue to stumble towards the Tower of the Gods. He gets another 15 feet. Now he's just like 5 feet away from the entrance. We will then go back to Tommund.
How close is he to me now?
Maldread.
Yeah.
He's like there's like a good 5 foot gap between the two of you. And there's now just like a ring of writhing corpses, like packed pretty densely, like they're writhing into each other as they're changing.
I would like some distance between us. I'm gonna try hitting him with 2 Eldritch Blasts again.
Oh, okay. Roll to hit.
First one is a 16.
A 16?
Yeah.
That just barely doesn't hit.
Okay. Second one. Oh my gosh. Is a 14.
Oh shit, that doesn't hit either.
Okay.
You fire them at him, but wait. Tommund, which arm do you fire the bolts out of?
Oh, I'll use if I can channel through that arm, I want to do that.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you raise your arm and you try and cast Eldritch Blast. And it starts to form, but it doesn't look like your Eldritch Blasts. It's like darker and muddled and kind of purplish instead of the standard like bright green Eldritch energy. And you fire. Roll with advantage.
Okay, I like that. We'll roll again. That wouldn't look too good. Okay, this one's a 19.
Wow, thank God for Spectral Craft dice. Which we are rolling with today.
That's a 19.
A 19, that hits.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a d10.
Okay, so that's gonna be 7 damage.
7
And
damage.
10 feet of distance.
And 10 feet of distance.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Motherfucker. So you hit him with this. And you're ready for him to get knocked back 10 feet. You're ready for him to take a little bit of damage. He gets knocked back 50 feet. And after the runes, the writing that started glowing after he hit you with the power word kill, the light starts to dim on them.
Wait, does the arm like power off?
You don't know. Hey, you can
Okay,
still
so-
move it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but you can't use all the charge.
I like the arms in the air. Yippee!
As you throw your arms in the air and go, yippee, woohoo! The guards that Maldread touch all stand back up. Their faces are now just like all different and wrong in different ways. Their mouths, eyes, and noses have all moved and grown. Many of their jaws now hang super wide and their teeth are sharper. And they all turn their dull, blank eyes on you. And they are going to try and attack you, Tommund.
Good luck.
I know it is pretty hard to hit you. 5 of them are gonna try and just slam into you. Just trying to use their body weight. Oh my god. Okay. Your armor class is 18.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have great bonuses, but I rolled good.
Oh, maybe you have worse luck.
Okay,
maybe
so
try
one of
that
them is a
work.
17. Then I have a 21, a 20, a 20, and a 19. So all the others hit you. As they just slam their body weight into your plate mail as hard as they can. You're going to take, oh my god, 6, 12, 18, 20 damage.
Goodness, these are some heavy guys.
I mean, like, he can turn anything into a monster.
20 damage. Ouch.
What's your health after that?
19.
That's, you can't take another one of those.
I cannot. I better avoid getting body slammed by 5 guys.
That is the end of zombie card. I'm going to say unguards. That's what I'm going to call them. Okay. The regular guards continue to run and scream, except for Barney and Barney. Tommund, as you feel the people that were standing behind you flee, you can just feel that space that was occupied by bodies ready to fight just empty. Suddenly you feel a presence behind you, and then on your other side too, as Barney and Barney step up on either side, and when Barney picks his spear up out of the snow that he missed trying to hit Maldread with. And he goes, let's do this. Meanwhile, over at Anchorage and Mattis, fighting Moraz, you see all this go down, and Mattis and Moraz just keep swinging on each other, but Moraz does try and claw for you once, as he grows another arm. Ooh, 16?
Yeah.
It's a heavy hit. And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh. That's a 10.
Okay, you are knocked back 5 feet and you're knocked prone.
Oh.
And you're gonna take 8 damage. The rest of the hits all swing in on Mattis. You see the effect that you were just affected by, being knocked back and knocked prone. Mattis gets hit by this 3 more times during this one span. He just, and then Moraz will just run up on him while he's still down and knock him up again. But he's still alive. Somewhere in between those beatings, he is able to score a few hits. He turns to you, Anchorage, and he's like, "We've got to do something. This isn't working."
Oh, God.
Where's Hoth? The ranger's hand. We need to get the people into the Tower of the Panther as soon as possible. We can't keep up the fight like this.
I think I saw one of those ranger hand guys, the boar guy. He was around here earlier, I think. But I don't know where he is now.
Mattis gets hit again, and he kind of stands back up.
I'll hold Moraz here. Go find Hoth. Get the people into the Tower of the Panther. We need to evacuate the city. You can hold up there. It's fortified. The monsters shouldn't be able to break in. We need to save as many of the citizens as possible.
Do you have a pencil and paper? It's the Tower of the Panther, right?
Tower of the Panther, yes.
Okay.
That one. And he points to the, I think it's the one where your carriage is stored, actually. It's the guard tower that you met up with Barney and Barney in.
Okay. And that one's the Tower of the Panther?
That's the Tower of the Panther. It's well fortified, and there are big doors with big locks. Get as many of the people inside as you can, and then shut the doors.
Okay, I got you, Maddox.
And he grabs you before you go.
And don't close the doors without the king. I know he is a despicable little shit, but you don't know the whole story.
And he'll let you go.
Anchorage runs off.
Okay. Anchorage, just make me like a wild perception check while you're running to just see if you can see any of the ranger's hand. Doesn't count as your action or anything, just like a
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. You look around and you see a few of the eagles descending, and then you see Halth. He is engaged in battle with this strange, completely unidentifiable creature of just a mass of teeth and claws, and he's hammering away at it with a massive war hammer, but he's not making too good of ground, and then an eagle swoops down and picks it up and flies off with it and drops it somewhere outside the city. Halth goes, "Oh, I'm the best, I did that!"
I want to run up to Hoth and say, Hoth! Sergeant Mattis, who's now the leader of the Blackguard, now that what's his name, the Panther guy, is a monster, he said for me to tell you that we gotta evacuate the city into the Panther. Wait, sorry, 1 second. Let's pull up my sleeve. In the Panther Tower.
The Tower of the Panther, yes, I know it.
Damn it, the Tower of the Panther. The Tower of the Panther.
Wait, don't I know you? We have time for this later. Yes, the citizens must live. That is the duty of the Ranger's hand. What's the plan, little man?
We need to get everybody's attention and somehow get all the people in there. Maybe through a big ring of fire?
Ah, you have a ring of fire. Good.
Oh,
This is
no,
good.
I don't have one of those.
Oh, this is less good.
You know what? You know what I was just thinking about?
Hold on, incoming.
Anchorage, these two horrible, unmade little pixie-like creatures come flying in towards you and Halth. I need you to make me an attack roll to try and hit it before it hits you.
16.
Okay, and that's a 25 from Halth. They don't have much health, but still roll me damage.
10.
Okay, yeah. It flies in at your face, and you expertly just drop and slice it in half with your short sword, and then it's back in the sheath already before the creature hits the ground. Halth brings his hammer around and slams into it. And once it's on the ground, he just hits it a few more times.
Got it. Okay, what?
We have to sick the dogs on them.
You have dogs.
Yes. Oh, I have dogs.
Oh, yes. Good. Where are the dogs?
Where I point generally in the direction that I think that the stables were, where they were. All the Blackguard
stables
carriage.
where your carriage is in the other Blackguard carriages.
No,
So yeah.
no, the other Blackguard carriages that have the dogs.
Oh, the butcher
The
dogs.
butcher dogs with them.
Okay. Yeah. You point off to the tower, and he goes,
Oh, those dogs.
Yeah,
The butchering kind.
the butchering.
Yes. I don't have a key.
Well, this feels kind of crisisy. I feel like we can just...
Okay. Are you any good at locks?
Oh, I've got an affinity for locks.
Now, plans coming together. Can you fly?
No, not even a little bit, dude.
suddenly you hear, as Sebastian comes down, lands in the snow beside you. Sebastian's a big bird. He dwarfs the eagles by a significant amount, and they're giant, big enough for somebody to ride on. Hulk he's taken aback a little bit by this large ass buzzard.
I'm sorry. I would like to rescind my previous remark. I can fly now.
Then let's do that.
Yeah.
He gives a little whistle, and the eagle that had picked up the creature before comes back or starts flying back around. Erris, you feel a shiver go down the back of your neck, just passively over, and you're playing, and you can't help but glance back behind you towards the All-Seer, and you see that its eyes are open now. It has 5 of them, covering its face, all open, staring at now where Anchorage is. Okay. Just something that's going on. That will bring us back to Erris's turn. So, that's how you start your turn.
Seeing that
Creature. That fucking thing.
The thing. I stare back. Did I hear anything?
You didn't hear anything.
No.
You did see Sebastian land over near where Anchorage is. Your giant vulture friend.
Okay.
Still no sign of Windy. But this creature is in direct proximity with you and probably needs to be dealt with.
Yes.
Do you want to stay and fight the creature? Do you want to try and chase after Goth? It'll get an opportunity attack on you.
It will get an opportunity.
Or you could just try and kill this creature. It's deadly and it deals a lot of damage, but it doesn't look super healthy. You could probably kill it.
I'm probably going to do... Is there any way I can produce flame with it?
You could,
Yeah,
you know what? I'll say with you could cast Flame Blade on your quarterstaff and light it up. You'd have to get a new one after this. You'll burn it up. But you could light it up and add that additional Flame Blade damage to it if you wanted to.
Plus, you're about to get that other staff from Bellamy.
Yes.
If you survive.
If I survive. I'm so mortified at this point. I just want to get away from this thing, and I do still have my sword.
Okay.
My actual sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it all I've got.
You gonna Flame Blade it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try and flame staff.
Flame staff shillelagh blade. You grip a little tighter on the handle of your quarterstaff, and flames spread out from your fingers and spread up into a giant blazing blade that coats the already hardened magical wood. And you can swing.
15.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage. So roll your d8 plus your wisdom modifier for the shillelagh. And then what's Flame Blade's damage? Oh, shit. Okay.
On a hit,
So-
the target takes 3d6.
Yeah. And, it's a second level spell. You could cast it at third level and make it an extra 4d6.
I want to do as much damage as I can.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead for it because I need this to
Yeah.
fuck off.
Okay. So you go at third level.
Okay.
The blade blazes. Giant. And you hit. So go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Did you roll
It
your
was an
d8?
8. Yeah, it was 4 plus 4.
4 plus 4, so
yeah.
8. And then roll 4d6 in addition to that. You know it's a good hit when you have to find dice.
Oh, cute.
Those are so cute.
cute.
Tiny dice.
Okay. 15.
15?
15.
Plus... Oh, okay. That's 15 there. Plus 8 from the shillelagh damage. So 23.
Yeah.
Yeah. You swing and you roast the fucking thing. With the damage that you'd already hit on it, it's looking really rough. It is bloodied, and you cut along just its entire side, opening up a huge gash and cauterizing it at the same time. The green flames from your flame blade just licking across its body, burning what little bits of fur it still has after the transformation.
Sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
sick. Okay, and then it goes right after you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone yet. This
Yeah, it hasn't gone
Okay.
yet. So.
It's not able to charge you because it doesn't have that distance, but it is gonna lunge at you and try and gore you with its horn.
Yep.
Ooh, that's only a 7 to hit.
No.
No,
No.
no, it doesn't hit.
That didn't hit.
It doesn't hit. It lunges at you, but even with the wound in your side, you dodge and it rolls into the snow and like turns back to you. Yeah, that will then bring us to Tommund.
Okay, so there's how many dead guys around me?
There are 10, but only 5 are attacking you. The other 5 have gone off to terrorize civilians and chase down the other guard. Oh,
Oh, wait,
Tommund.
what's his name doing?
You knocked him away 50 feet, and you don't see him at first.
Oh.
And you think that exact thing. Oh, what's his name doing? Where's Morbius? And it's you recognize a spell that you've used many times as you see him appearing out of mist right next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Arms of Hadar.
Oh shit. Okay.
Alright. And this looks like a 19.
That is a 19. Wait, what does Arms of Hadar do?
Arms of Hadar, it puts out tendrils of dark energy that battle all creatures within 10 feet.
Oh.
Each creature must make a strength saving throw.
Okay. So, Tommund, you call on the strength of Booster, and you summon your own little monstrosity thing, and it gets cast at 3rd level, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Because you're a warlock, everything is
Yes, let me look. The damage increases by 1d6 for each slot level above first.
Oh shit!
And so it's 2d6 to start.
So it's gonna be 4d6
Okay, on failed saves.
on failed saves, and it's a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's half damage on success.
Okay. You see Maldread materializing next to you, and you're just like, no, motherfucker, you can't be there. And inky black energy seeps out of the ground and forms into massive tendrils that then just start beating on Maldread. So he's got to make a strength saving throw, which he's actually very bad at.
And the other monsters.
Oh, and all the other guys. Oh, true. Okay, so that's a 14 from Maldread.
Okay, and that's got to be my spell DC.
And I'm just going to roll 1 for all the other guys. And that's a 10 from all the other
Okay, my
guys.
spell DC is 15.
Okay, so both fail.
Okay, I'm going to roll these.
Bro, that's going to be good damage.
12, 16, 19.
Holy fuck. That's pretty good.
Got him.
Got him.
Told you you could handle
I
it.
told you you could handle it. Yeah, they start whipping him, and it's doing damage. What kind of damage is it?
Necrotic?
Okay. It's not doing as much as you'd like. It's not doing as much as you'd like, but it's hitting him.
Okay.
It's hitting him. He's not immune or anything. He just seems to have some sort of natural resistance.
Is it helping with the small boys?
It is obliterating the small boys. They are all down. Yeah. They did not have 19 hit points to spare.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just face Maldread now, and I'm gonna just like raise my arm again in front of me.
So please protect me.
It's Malden time.
It's Malden time. No. Oh God, is that the episode title?
Yes.
It's Malden time.
Time.
No, it's such an old meme. It's so dead. Yeah, that happened. The unguards don't get to go now. Suddenly, Tommund, an entity that hasn't done anything yet this battle,
Boaster.
finally moves. Oh yeah, a different one.
Oh god.
No, you think he's gonna be useful? An entity that hasn't done much this battle finally moves. The All-Seer. Its long, stretched out human neck brings the face up close to Maldread and seems to communicate something with him.
Oh, yucky.
Maldread, he looks scared. And he's going to cast Dispel Magic on your arms of Hadar, and they vanish. And he goes, "I'll have to kill you later, Tommund." And he reaches up and he grabs onto the All-Seer, and they take off into the air.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's
I'm shaking in my boots.
you hear Mattis come back. Actually, this is great. Hold on, because I could use some help over here. Please, God. Okay. That is going to bring us to Moraz. Moraz just keeps whipping the piss out of Mattis. It's brutal. Just dragging him across. It's like a WWE match at this point. But where one of them's just trying to make the other famous.
It's like a cat and a mouse.
Yeah, it's a cat and a mouse. It's real Tom and Jerry, but oh no. Reverse roles Tom and Jerry.
I feel something awake.
Okay. Oh, it's Anchorage's turn.
Oh, sweet.
Anchorage, as you and Hall take off into the sky, there's this roaring rush of wind from below you. And as you look back and you see the All-Seer take off into the air with Maldread on his back. And they're coming after you.
I yell through the wind, "Hoth, we have to go down by Goth."
Hoth goes, "Okay!" And he I don't see him!
Can I try to look for him?
Yeah,
through
make me a perception check. Oh, with advantage because there's a giant flaming green beacon coming from there as well.
That's an 18.
An 18. You see Erris engaged in brutal combat with this horrible unmade unicorn as he's slashing away at it with his giant green blade that you've never seen him use before. And you see Goth about 15 feet away from this bloody melee, trying to crawl his way towards the Tower of the Gods.
Hoth, you go for Goth. I'm gonna swoop down and help the green-bladed person, whoever they might be.
Got it.
He's screaming over the wind, and he dives down towards Goth. Sebastian, he gives you a knowing look and dives towards Erris.
Can I swing with, or no? Can I notch an arrow as we start to dip down, and pull it to full power, right at the beast, the unmade unicorn?
Yeah. Okay. Roll to hit with advantage. So we'll call this sneak attack.
That's gonna be a 22.
A 22. That definitely hits. So it's
And I had 2d6s on top of my d6.
yeah.
So that's gonna be 13 damage.
Describe your kill, Anchorage.
I just notch the arrow. It's almost easier as we start to plummet downwards, because I get the momentum, and I let it fly, and the arrow just zips straight through the creature's eye socket, down through its jaw, and buries itself into the snow.
Oh my god.
And it collapses.
Erris, you swing at it and you're fighting off its retaliations, and then an arrow out of nowhere as a shadow descends over you, and suddenly the arrow is pinning the creature's jaw to the ground, and it's dead.
I immediately recognized that arrow and let out a huge breath that I'd been holding in. And then go,
Hull thumps to the ground about 15 feet away next to the king, and he scoops up Goth easily with one of his massive hands. Got him. Stop kicking.
Hi, babe. How are you doing?
Hi, Erris. A little in a rush right now. Do you think that you could get to where the carriages, the blackguard carriages, are stored, and see if there are any blackguard there, and have them mobilize their carriages? I think that since the butcher dogs are immune to the magic, that they may be able to get through Maldread.
Goth suddenly stops wailing.
So you've got a real plan to get us out of this?
Well, we're always working on just a little bit of a plan.
Okay. The butcher dogs are in a kennel underneath the Tower of the Panther. Here, I have one of the only 2 keys.
And he's gonna reach out and hold it to you. He pulls it from around his neck.
This is noble, Goth. I take the key.
You take it from him.
I went to find my mummy. I don't know where she's gone.
And Sebastian, you have to find Tommund and bring Tommund to the Tower of the Panther.
Sebastian turns and he goes to take off, and suddenly, descending over him is the giant form of the All-Seer, reaching out with its clawed human hands, grabs at Sebastian's wings.
No.
And grabs a hold of them and stops him there. As he tries to fly up, he's completely frozen, and Maldread starts to step down off the back of the creature.
This is as far as this little charade of yours goes. You are no stepping stone to me. You are no threat. You can't even begin to imagine how long I've been planning this. You don't get to fuck this up for me.
And he's going to, I guess he's going to cast a spell at Erris.
Why me?
Okay, so he raises his hand, and a ray of frost appears, and he fires it at you. Erris does a 18 hit.
It does hit.
Okay.
Right now I only have 14.
That's 10 damage.
10.
And you're slowed by 10 feet for the rest of the turn.
It's a little bit chilly in here.
It's a little bit chilly in here as your joints start to freeze a little bit.
And I already have blood gushing.
And you, it actually might help a little bit with that.
Stop the bleeding.
Goes down a little bit. Okay. And yeah, that was just his legendary action, so he can't do anything else. It is brings us all the way back around to Anchorage, I guess. No, Tommund. It's your turn, bud.
Okay, so at this point, it's me and the Barneys with nothing around us.
It's you and the Barneys, with nothing around you,
Are there any
except
other
for
cards?
all the other monsters that are attacking the Black Guard at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna say, to me, Barneys! And then we're gonna charge to help fight against Moraz.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna immediately pop him with my 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
The first one is a 21.
Phew, that hits.
Right, and the second one is a 22.
Fuck yeah, that definitely hits.
Alright, and I'll roll damage. 9. Yeah.
Oh, and you have...
Plus my charisma modifier, which is 4. So that one's 13, and the second one is 10.
10, so 23 damage off the Eldritch Blast.
Plus 20 feet.
Plus 20 feet being pushed back. Tommund, you rush up the Barneys at either side, and you... Which arm are you using?
I mean, I might as well just keep using the other one in case something special happens.
Okay, nothing different seems to happen this time.
Okay.
But you gather the Eldritch Blasts in your hand like you would your arm normally. It's just a little heavier, a little more messed up, and you cup them in your hand and you hurl them at Moraz, and both strike and knock him back 20 feet off of Mattis, which gives him enough time to get back to his feet. And the Spear Barney is going to throw a spear again.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, he hit this time.
Hey, yo!
It's how much.
Rolled a 1.
He throws it, and it does stick in Moraz, but then it kind of like falls out because it wasn't that deep. But he's still like, yes! And the other Barney just, he's gonna keep running up to Moraz, and he's gonna try and stab him with his short sword. Okay, that doesn't hit, but the effort counts. Mattis, seeing Barney rush in, he's like, no, get out of here! You can't handle him! Gonna be Anchorage's turn. Oh wait, no, sorry, Maldread goes before Anchorage. I forgot. Okay, so Maldread steps down and he walks towards you. You can see the cold energy forming in his hand for another ray of frost. He goes,
The All-Seer whispered something to me earlier. Would you like to know what it was? It claims to have seen a future where you beat me here. Where I don't.
Oh, sorry, are you talking to me, dude?
Well, the two of you.
It's your collective.
You're in this shit together. That means I have to kill you here and now, you understand?
He's talking about us.
I normally like to
I think
play.
he is talking
I'm in
about
a lot of pain right now, so it's hard to focus.
Are you guys even listening to me?
I'm trying to maniac. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
You go ahead, dude. I didn't realize.
I don't care. I don't even care.
Okay, man.
Let's just fucking fight.
And he moves forward with lightning speed, and his arm changes to be claw blade like, and he slashes out at Anchorage. Ooh, that's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. Let's see, what's the damage on this? Oh, that's pretty good. 7, 10, 11 damage. And you feel as the claw rakes
25.
through you, it leaves like streaks of ice through your blood.
You fucker,
So cold.
stop it.
So cold.
So cold.
And fuck, man. He can do something else. And you know what? I would feel bad if he didn't, because I want you guys to really earn it. So he's gonna use rejuvenation. And you see the wounds that were inflicted on him earlier starting to close up and the skin healing back over.
Shit.
Okay, and that's the end of his turn. So now it's you, Anchorage.
Where is Hoff?
He's like 10 feet back with you with his eagle. He's got Goth under one arm and he's wielding his warhammer one-handed in the other hand.
Can I make eye contact with Hoff?
Yeah.
I want to jangle the keys. Give him a knowing look.
He looks up and he's like, this is seeming like the only way to do this. And he's going to whistle for his eagle and he points to you.
Yeah.
The eagle swoops down and suddenly you feel its talons in your shoulder. And it's pulling you away from Maldread. And he looks up at you, furious. And you maybe detect a little nervous.
Oh, okay.
As the eagle takes off back up into the sky, Maldread snarls and looks to the All-Seer. And the All-Seer just takes Sebastian and squeezes a little bit. And there's a bit of a cracking noise in his wings, and he just tosses him to the side. And the All-Seer prepares to take off again, which is now going to bring us to Erris.
I could heal myself a little, but will it matter if they're about to beat my ass anyway?
Sebastian is Sebastian still alive?
He's still moving.
Probably can't fly.
He
They just break his wings.
He at least has one broken wing.
Yeah. Can't fly.
Can't fly very comfortably.
But I could transform into another creature.
You could transform into another creature, and that'd give you a huge pool of hit points.
Yeah.
You could do like a grizzly bear, I think. That's something big enough to tussle with the All-Seer. I shit you not. What followed this question was a 5-minute debate about which bear is best. And generously, I've decided to spare you from that. And instead, tell you about our new subscription service. It's only 99 cents a month, and you'll get tons of extra content, such as Q&As with the cast, exclusive campaign art by our amazing artist at CrunchPlant on Instagram, and even a bonus episode all about the party trying to find the One Piece. The One Piece being the last bong in existence, not the anime. If any of that sounds interesting to you, you can find a link to the subscription in the episode description below. And as a little added bonus, if we're able to reach 100 subscribers, we will be releasing a custom Rolling 420s rolling tray. Perfect for rolling dice or joints. Before we get back into it, I just want to say a quick thank you to Spectralcraft Dice for their continued support of the show, and of course Julian Monette for the amazing music he has provided for this volume. You can get your own custom bioresin Spectralcraft dice at spectralcraft.ca, and you can find Julian Monette on Spotify with a quick search of his name. Now, back to the action. Yeah, no, just pretend like you figured it out really fast. Yeah.
It feels real cold.
I'm gonna be a polar bear!
You could do cave bear too.
Oh shit.
Does it have menthol in
What's
it,
the
you
difference?
think?
I don't know, there's probably no difference. I'm just being annoying.
It's like it's a huge or something? Like it's like a ginormous
Okay.
bear?
Okay.
Okay. I like the polar bear too because Erris has white hair.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool.
Okay. So, what are you going to transform into, Erris?
Erris is gonna transform into a polar bear
Okay.
and square up with this fucking
With the All-Seer? Oh my god. Okay. Erris, you drop to all fours and your long white hair starts to grow and cover your whole body as you grow and change and then stand up to your full height and let out a mighty polar bear roar. Okay, you want to... What you gonna do?
I'm gonna charge at this fucking thing and I guess try to get my jaws on it.
Okay, you gonna try and bite it?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually I'll probably do the multi attack
Oh yeah.
so I can claw, like bite it and claw it at
Oh
the same
shit.
time.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna do some damage.
Okay.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay. So that's 22.
22.
Yeah.
That most definitely hits.
Okay.
And is that your claw or your bite? Or you go ahead and roll both of them, then you can just roll the damage together.
26.
26? Yeah, that definitely hits. That definitely hits. Okay, go ahead and roll both those damages then. And this is on the All-Seer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Just
feel
try to
like
keep
if I
it from
take that
taking it
thing
off.
away from him,
Yeah.
that'll be enough of an emotional blow at least.
Yeah.
He seems very bonded.
This is his new favorite pet.
Yeah. 12.
12? Oh, and there's probably plus to damage too.
Plus 5.
Oh my god. So 17.
17 for the claws
For
alone.
just the claws. Okay.
claws alone.
Polar bears are cracked. All right.
Okay. And bite is 1d8 plus 5. 7.
Oh shit. Okay. You rush into the All-Seer.
I want to bite its neck.
You want to go for its neck?
Yeah.
Okay. It has a long neck and it's a good target. You slash into its like upper chest area, which is enough to bring it down close enough. By hooking your claws in and pulling, you're able to get your jaws around the neck and you bite down as hard as you can. This fucker's not going anywhere. That was pretty good. Okay, Tom, it's your turn, bud. That's pretty good.
Nom.
Oh, actually,
I'm gonna eat the All-Seer, guys.
Halth, he is gonna rush up alongside you. You see he's set Goth down right inside the Tower of the Gods. And he's rushing up, wielding his warhammer two-handed to swing at like the All-Seer's, like the joint of its wing.
Hell yeah. Do it.
That's a 21, which hits.
Come on.
And then there's the Hammer of Halth. Okay. That's 14 damage as he slams the warhammer into the socket of the wing. Not sure if it might still be able to fly, but it's definitely done some damage to it. Oh, Tommund go.
Tom and go, yeah.
Tommund go.
Okay. Tommund is gonna Toll of the Dead Moraz.
Oh, what kind of saving throw is that?
That is a wisdom saving.
Oh, he's fucking terrible at that. There's no shot. That's a -2.
Yeah. Okay, now it's 2d12.
Jesus Christ.
Where is it? There we go. 9. 1. So 10 damage.
10 damage. I mean, that's a substantial amount of damage. The ringing of the bells starts echoing from somewhere inside Tommund's armor. And the monster Moraz, it shakes and it like grabs at where its ears used to be with two of its arms. And the head seems to be writhing in pain. Okay. Anything else you want to do, Tommund?
Okay. I'll stick my arm out again.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Okay.
But with like a peace sign now. I'm gonna try like the Spider-Man thing.
A huge doobie appears in between your extended fingers.
Smoke it. But this one sounds like a bomb.
God. Here, give me some of that. Before we finish the fight.
Whoa, that's an awesome power.
That's easily the coolest power your new arm thing has. That is now going to bring us to Moraz. Tommund, you've just rushed over there with Barney and Barney. Mattis, he's wildly fighting against Moraz, and then Barney rushes up in there with his sword, and then right where Barney is, another arm starts growing out and like claws out ready to swing at Barney. Moraz is covered in arms at this point, 9 to be exact, and it right as it's about to swing, Mattis, he throws himself in front of the hit, and he blocks it and slashes at the hand. He still gets hit, but he's able to take the force away from Barney. And he looks to Barney. You've got to get out of here. This guy's out of your league. And then it is going to wrap back around to Maldread, who is looking livid.
He's just a skull at this point, right?
He is just a skull at this point. He's giving you a knowing look. Okay, he's got a dimension door. And he just vanishes. Seeing that he can't take flight on the All-Seer, he just leaves it here to deal with you guys. And he vanishes. That is... Okay, Mattis and Moraz already did their little thing. The All-Seer needs to go, though, before Maldread can go. And Erris, it's going to swing back at you. It reaches out with its, taloned human hands, and it's just kind of try and rake them across your back. And it's going to swing twice.
Oh, boy.
Oh, those are both really bad, though. But I think the bear's armor class is pretty shit. One of them is an 8.
Nope.
Okay, the other one is a 13.
No, by 1.
By
Armor
1.
class 12.
That is 14 damage.
14 damage.
From the claw as it digs deep into your polar bear hide and rips down. Okay, that is now going to bring us to Maldread. Down on the ground, you all saw Maldread vanish. Anchorage, I need you to make me an athletics saving throw as Maldread appears hanging on to you. One hand on the leg of the eagle, the other grabbing onto you, trying to pull you down. They can't see it. You have to tell them.
It's a natural 20.
I know it's a natural 20. He reaches out his hand to grab you, to try and pull you down off of the bird, or maybe even unmake you with his horrible spell. And you kick him right in the fucking face. And he falls. He falls right off the bird. He loses his grip, and he's tumbling. Oh, that's so good, actually. Kick. Oh my god.
He startled you.
Anchorage, it is your turn then.
You get a boot in the face when you startle me. So how far off are we from the Panther Tower?
The eagle could get you there this turn.
Alright, Eagle, drop me off right at the base.
It seems, it may not understand you, but it seems to maybe have had figured out the instructions from Halth already. But it dives down towards the Tower of the Panther, and it sets you down right in front of it.
Shit, I want to go in.
Okay, you rush in. The doors are open. Black Guard are all running around the open area mess hall here, battling it out with unmade creatures that have managed to bust loose. You see a couple of the smaller beast folk critter that were stolen from the stump hold around area. They didn't get those specifically, but they had to come back for new ones. Yeah. So like little gophers transformed into scary monsters, and they're just going to town on the Black Guard here. It's brutal.
I want to look for somebody who looks like they are sort of in charge or directing people.
Just make me a perception check.
I believe that's a 12.
Okay, he's easy to spot. He's got a bigger helmet than everybody else. And he seems to be trying to call the chaos together. And he's like, if we fight them together, we have a better chance. Stand your ground, boys. Come on. We trained for this.
Look, dude, I know that you're not getting anybody together right now. Which seems more like a lack of your,
I'm new at this, I just got promoted!
Yeah, so, but I got these keys right here, and we need to mobilize our dog forces.
The The canine unit.
The canine unit.
Dude, when we tell Wendy that Anchorage is going to release the butcher dogs again, she's gonna lose it.
Well, she already lost it when she got unmade. So
Yeah, true. She's dead. So, he goes, right this way, and he leads you to just a little cellar door, not too far from the front entrance. And he goes, hey, it's down there. I've got to stay with my men, but
it's down there, but you gotta stay with your men.
yep, there's right down those steps.
Right down these ones.
Right down these ones.
Just walk down these ones.
Just walk down those steps, and you're gonna get to a giant, like, open cave-like room, and there's gonna be a big old, like, cage wall with a door in it.
Okay, and I want to open that door.
And you wanna, and then you wanna run like hell, because it's fucking full of butcher dogs. I mean, we have to store them somewhere.
Okay, I see what's happening. I can do that. I run down the steps.
Okay. Alright, Erris, you're gonna bring us to your turn then.
Okay. I'm just gonna go slashing at this thing again.
Okay. Roll to hit. Multi-attacking again.
Yep. Oh, that's 26.
26. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, that one definitely hits. Is this
And
your
then-
claw?
Yeah, this can be the claws.
Okay.
So 2,
14?
14, yeah.
Okay, so 14 off of just the claw. And then you're gonna roll the bite too?
23.
That definitely hits. oh.
13.
So 13 and 14?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who knew polar bears were this?
What the fuck? Polar bears are insane. Yeah, you just start tearing into the Allseer, ripping chunks out of it. You rip giant scores through its wings, tearing the leathery bits, biting anything you can get a hold of. It's looking rough. That is now going to bring us to Hulth, who's going to try and hit it again.
Get it off.
That hits. Get it, Hulth. Hammer of Hulth. Hey, that's 16 damage. You guys are wailing on this thing. It is now Tommund's turn.
All right, how's this cat looking?
The cat. Oh, Moraz. I was like, what? Moraz. Okay. He is looking actually pretty rough. Not close to dead necessarily, but it's lost a lot of blood. The battlefield is covered in this creature's blood.
Well then, I guess we better cover it some more. I'm gonna hit it with 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
Kill it till it's dead.
That first one is a 20.
Wait, was the first one a natural 20?
No, not natural.
Okay. Dirty.
Yeah, sorry. Second one, I'm really bad at math, but this is a 13.
A 13, that actually does hit.
Oh, booyah.
He's very easy to hit. He's a huge target.
13. That one is 7. So a total of 20 damage.
20 damage.
20 feet.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna do like a front handspring. I'm like shoot him first with one of my extended legs, and then with my extended hand as I'm coming back down.
Dude, it's
and
stylish.
And with like a twist in the air, and then like my arms are out.
Doing the twist.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Superheroes.
Mad style points for that one. And damage points too. Moraz stumbles. It's looking rough. It is now going to bring us to
So much damage.
it just soaks it up. It is going to bring us to the Allseer now.
Oh dear God.
Which is seeming very low and needing some sort of last effort thing to do. So it is going to try and grapple you. So I need you to make me a contested athletics check against it.
Okay.
Oh shit.
What'd you get?
What would
I got a 19 plus 6. So
25.
25.
Nope.
What is it?
It was a 13, so 15, 18.
18. Okay.
Well,
It-
no, that's a 20. Well,
But
30, 20, but no.
it locks its arms around you and takes its giant fingers and grips into your fur. And then it starts to flap and it tries to get up into the air. Its wings are brutally damaged, but it tries to push through anyway. It gets a little bit up into the air. It doesn't get too high, but it seems on intending to keep trying to go up till it can drop you. That is now going to bring us to Moraz, which is looking really rough. And it's now going to attack with all of its arms. Swinging 5 of them at Mattis and 4 of them at Tommund. As it wails on Mattis at first, Mattis takes some damage, and then switching beat immediately leaps for Tommund.
I immediately somersault again.
Oh shit. I didn't roll super good. Okay, that's a 17, a 10, and a 13.
18.
Okay, and then one of them is a 24.
Oh, that one does hit.
Okay. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. What are you at, Tommund?
3.
No.
I was at 4.
My God.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Could be the end.
That now brings us back around to Maldread. Anchorage, you hear an explosion from up above.
Oh, shit. I don't look back.
You don't look back. You continue to run down the stairs. And you hear a voice coming from behind you.
Come back here. We are not done yet.
But it is your turn. He is not able to catch you or close the distance in time.
I just shuffle down the stairs really quick, but speed walking.
As you
And then I just slip in the door and I do a little finger right before the door shuts.
I saw that.
as you get further down the stairs, you can hear the sounds of snarling and howling get louder and louder, and the scraping noise of claws on stone. You finish going down the stairs and exit out into a large underground hollowed out chamber. And in front of you is a giant steel gateway with a large door locked in front of you. And on the other side, in the pitch black, you can see hundreds of bodies moving around in the darkness, howling and growling and scratching.
This, the lock on the door, is it something that I could pick?
You have the key.
Oh, shoot, I have the key. I
God gave
forgot
it to
about
you.
that.
You could try and pick it if you want.
I'll just use the key in.
Okay. You rush up and you start fiddling with the lock and you click. It's unlocked. All that's left now is to open it.
I don't know what I do here, cause there's not much of an option for me to get away.
Things look grim for you in here. You've lured Maldread out of the way, but you've kind of cornered yourself too.
If I can quickly cast heroism on myself, and then I open the door.
Okay, we'll end your turn with that. As suddenly the growling and howling stops, and they all turn curiously as to why the door is opening. And then they start sniffing. Erris, that is going to bring us to you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are in the clutches of the All-Seer, and it's trying to fly up with you.
I'm gonna go for at least one of the wings.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna
just
go
want
for
to tear
one wing.
into one of the wings
Yeah.
with your multi-attack?
Yep.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay.
And you get advantage since you're grappling with it.
Oh,
So that one definitely hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so claw first?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. 9
9 damage?
for that one.
Okay, you swing your giant
Claws. Yeah.
club-like claw into the creature's wings, tearing more of the membrane off, and it's struggling to fly now, and the damage is really stacking up. Okay,
Okay.
roll the hit again.
It's an
You
11.
get advantage because you're
Oh,
grappling
yeah.
with it.
I keep forgetting.
I love it.
Oh my god.
I love it. Rolling 420s. That's what we do. All right. Yeah. Roll 2d8 then.
8.
And you roll 2 because you got a crit.
Oh yeah.
So 14. Okay. 14 damage. How do you want to kill it?
I think Erris is gonna go ahead and just rip off the ring and the wing of
Oh,
the
just
thing
rip off the wing.
entirely and just yeet it and then fall to the ground with it on purpose.
Oh my
With
god.
being on
Okay.
top of it and just crush it.
Okay.
Hitting
You
the ground.
bite into the wing and tear it off with your teeth. And you try and twist yourself to be on top of it. Make me an acrobatics check because it's much larger than you. And currently it's set to fall on top of you. You're kidding me!
This die is cursed. It blessed.
Oh my god, you have a weighted dice, I swear to god. Well, he rolled another natural 20, if you couldn't tell.
Oh yeah.
And you, using your claws, you twist on top of it and bring it down beneath the massive weight of your polar bear, and you just crush it into the snow. Your white fur is covered in red blood, and you just let out a triumphant roar. Halt goes, yes! Oh! Yes! Oh, bear! All right. Tommund, your turn.
So we've still got to kill this guy.
Big Giddy.
Big.
Bib Kibby.
Bad Gibby.
Bab Kibby.
Like, there's only really one thing I can do with this. Like, it's just Eldritch Blast.
Do it, baby.
Again!
Eldritch.
Number one. That is a natural one.
Ooh. You try and get too fancy with your kickflip this time.
Number two is a 11.
I'm gonna say you fall over into the snow. And so it messes up your other shot too.
Yay.
Well, you fire off too, but you're getting tired. Moraz is just, it's like he's like an infinite sponge for damage. That is now going to bring us to, the All-Seer doesn't get to go, but Mattis does. And he's keeps trying to cut into Moraz. He's gonna cut him as many times as he can. He lands 2. And he gets some damage through. He's cutting Moraz down, and he cuts off a few of his arms as well with this kind of disarming technique. Barney at this point has retrieved his spear. Long range Barney has retrieved his spear. Other Barney has booked it. He acknowledged that this guy was out of his league, but long range Barney, nothing's out of his league. Oh, he missed though. Maybe that. Yeah, Moraz is ripping through the city. That is going to bring us to Maldread, who walks down the stairs and enters into this room.
What did you think would happen by bringing me down here? You've just cornered yourself. You think more beasts are going to stop me? You've seen what I do to creatures. You've trapped yourself down here with an army of your own making, and my own unmaking. You're so fucked. You're so fucked.
Oh, Maldread. You have no idea.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's very confident. He continues to walk towards you as the first one of the butcher dogs steps out of the cage and it sniffs and then immediately turns its head to the lich. The stinkiest, most overpowering odor of magic this creature has probably ever smelled in its life. And it leaps at him. And he reaches out his hand and he just stops it right in front of him. And just by touching it with one of his fingers, it's completely frozen in the air. And then he reaches forward and he touches it and nothing happens. He steps back, letting go of the creature, and it falls to the ground and immediately latches onto his ankle. And when that happens, they all start rushing out of the cages, jumping over each other, tearing through each other to try and squeeze out of the tiny little door. Anchorage, you have it. You've opened the door and it opens towards you. You have these bars in front of you, like just a little tiny wall, as they all just push past you, going straight for the lich, because that's the strongest odor of magic. He starts screaming, "You're fucking kidding me!" And he starts just lashing out with spell after spell. You see a fireball go off. Noxious gas starts to pour from all of his pores. He launches ray of frost after ray of frost, dropping none of them. Finally, he starts to change his arms into the claw-like blades that he was using earlier, but they just don't have as much of an effect on these creatures, and they just keep biting him, and they're big. They keep knocking him down and tearing off parts of his body, and then he'll rejuvenate them and get back up and keep attacking them, screaming the whole time, "Anchorage! You will pay for this. You think it's over? You think you beat me? We're just getting started. You will see me again." As another one latches onto his shoulder and pulls him to the ground, ripping off his arm. He pulls away, trying to regrow it, but then another one just bites the regrowing arm. And they just tear him to pieces. They're a little occupied if you want to try and sneak out. If it doesn't work...
I think that as soon as all of the butcher dogs leave the cage, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna close it.
That's a problem for future Anchorage. You just stand in the cage and watch them tear apart Maldread. It takes like 10 minutes for him to die. He just keeps regenerating over and over again, and they just keep tearing him down. But they get him. Finally, whatever this husk of his body is stops moving, and the butcher dogs just keep chowing down until there's absolutely nothing left. And now, meanwhile, above, Moraz suddenly looks around, frightened, like a scared little animal without its master. And it backs up. Mattis slashes at it with his reaction, causing a little bit more damage. Not enough to really harm the creature, but it backs up and then it starts to run, leaping away for the city gates. Unless you want to try and stop it, Tommund.
Yeah, I'll fire two more Eldritch Blasts.
As you begin to fire those Eldritch Blasts, you suddenly hear a booming voice. "Did somebody call for assistance? Right on time." Booster! You get advantage, Tommund.
14, which becomes 21, advantage 22, and then the second one, 22 becomes, it's gonna stay 22. So both are 22s.
Both are 22s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. What's this one?
That's a 10.
Okay. So that's 14 damage.
Oh my god.
For one. And then 9 damage for the other. And 20 feet of push.
How do you kill him? How do you kill him, Tom?
Okay. So, he takes a deep breath. He cradles his hands in front of him for a second, steps back on one foot, and then starts jogging forward. He jumps, putting his hands out in front of him and pushes off the ground into the air, all while arcing his feet to conduct his body in a rotating twist. He kicks one leg out, and a bolt of lightning shrieks out of it and it hits the monster as it tries to flee, pushing it further into the air. And then, as he comes around, his hands come out, and he points his fingers out like pistols. And he just he closes one eye, but you can't really see it in his robe with all the smoke. But he's looking down with a pistol on his right hand, and he shoots, and a bolt of lightning zaps out and strikes the cat, and it pushes it another 10 feet. And then it falls and explodes on the ground.
Oh my god.
And Tommund lands both feet on the ground. Bends his knees, raises his hands up.
Shit.
Exhales.
Oh my god.
And smoke comes out.
Erris, meanwhile, above, you're just breathing heavy, still in your bear form, just recovering from your aerial combat. Hoth comes up. Oh, ho, 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 bear! Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you got me with that one. I did not think you could do that. Erris, but your head's not really with Hoth's strange compliments.
No.
Because you've spotted something.
Oh god.
You see him walking among the corpses. Death. He's walking up to each and every one of them, and he's kneeling down, collecting something, and then moving on. A ritual you've seen him do hundreds of times. But this time he doesn't seem to be able to pick anything up from all the creatures that were unmade. He seems very distraught. You see he's got his little wool cap pulled low down over his eyes, and it's all shadowy. But even from this distance, it kind of looks like he's crying.
Whoa.
He doesn't come near you. But you could approach him if you want. He'll probably find you if he needs you directly, but if there's something you want to say to him.
Even though it's a polar bear's face.
Okay, moving on. You go. Okay, we're out of combat. You guys freaking did it. Something's happened. All of the unmade are retreating or dead. The city's quiet. And then suddenly a cheer goes up. Just pure elation. Everybody is so surprised to be alive. Mattis comes stumbling up. He's fucking covered in blood. And he claps you on the shoulder, Tom, and blood just splatters over your armor. Oh yeah, we fucking got him. That was a good shot.
Oh yeah,
Good shot.
we did.
Where's your buddy Anchorage? Has anybody seen him?
I don't know. He just disappeared earlier.
That's
He
weird.
vanished in front of my eyes. I haven't seen him since.
Oh. We're just gonna leave you down there for so long.
You could just show up when.
Okay. Tommund literally hasn't seen us since we went invisible.
He has no fucking idea what happened. But
he just killed them both in an instant. I'm the hero.
yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the chant that's being taken up, at least in this area. Is Mantle Man, Mantle Man, Mantle Man, Mantle Man. You're really enjoying the praise. Barney and Barney are going to try and pick you up.
Let them try.
Okay. they struggle, but they do it. They're guards. They're pretty fit.
Pumping my fist.
Yeah, and they're pushing you up above their shoulders. And Mattis is smiling and laughing. It's a pretty sweet scene of victory. Or Erris and Anchorage, do either of you want to do anything?
Erris seems to have. He swiftly went back into human form. And then, even though everyone is celebrating and having a very wonderful time, Erris is over by the corpses.
Yeah.
Just standing there and looking out towards them very blankly.
Okay. As you stare out onto the corpses, you feel like a cold feeling behind you, like a gust of chilled wind. And you hear a voice, crackly from years of smoking. It's a tough thing to look at, isn't it, kid?
I didn't think I'd see you here.
Well, things have gotten bad. I didn't think I'd need to be here. But, speaking of need, I'm sorry to do this to you. But I need your help again.
Does it have to be now?
Yes.
Shit.
All those creatures, without their head, they're just running free across the wilderness. Somebody's got to put them to rest. All the unmade that escaped this battle today.
None of them you were able to.
You know it's hard for me to interact with this world.
I know you can't be here for very long. So.
But I can take you where you need to go. And I can give you the strength you need to deal with them.
Alright.
I'm sorry to take you away like this.
Fuck goodbyes.
Fuck goodbyes.
And he reaches out and he takes you and you vanish into darkness. Anchorage. You're hanging out in the cage.
Lighten up.
The butcher dogs have, you brought some weed, some rolling papers. You're just chilling. You ain't got nothing else to do. You're watching the butcher dogs just kind of lazily rolling around in their victory, playing with each other. But they're really docile right now. You kind of forget how savage they just were. But they're fat and happy. They all got to eat their fill because Maldred's body just kept regrowing. And they all just kept getting to eat him.
But they didn't go upstairs at all?
No, they're all just hanging outside, right outside the cage. Hey, this is where their food comes in and their water. This is where their trainers come get them.
So are they going to try to get back into the cage?
At some point, they might start trying to do that. Suddenly, you hear a whistle as a figure starts walking down the stairs. And all the dogs, they attentively look over towards it. And a figure steps out from the stairs holding a big bag of something that smells horrible. And the cloaked figure is broad-shouldered and tall. They throw the sack to the side and it makes a splat on the ground. And the butcher dogs all go over and start sniffing it and licking it, ignoring her completely. As she steps forward and pulls her cloak off of her head and to reveal long gray hair pulled back in a tight bun, sharp chiseled features of an old woman who's seen many years of battle. You recognize her as Dima, the old archspeaker of your church. Or she has you call her Grammy.
Grammy.
She walks up. Anchorage, you've got yourself into a pile of trouble, haven't you?
I'm gonna like jump up and like stuff the weed stuff under the table.
You smoking pot? Damn, boy, why'd I pull you out the slums in the first place?
Look, Grammy, I think that we really got I was sort of stuck in this cage, and it's really nice to see you.
It's great to see you too, Anchorage. Whew. Got a little prophecy from the new arch speaker. It's all about you. Well, not all about you, but you're in it.
How much am I in it?
Well, they told us that you just battled against one of the most evil forces that this world has ever seen, and you and your friends came out on top.
Well, we might have. I've been locked in this cage, so I wouldn't really know, but...
Well, sorry I couldn't get here sooner. You know how gods are, not particularly helpful, always a little late. But, I came to tell you something. The armor of Agoth, it's been separated into weapons again. And it's being distributed to the paladins. Now, I got some myself. And she pulls out these two massive long blades. The iron is thick and jagged with a sharp hook at the end. And the handles are made of sea coral with the seaweed-like design that reaches up onto the edges of the blade. See this? Just wanted to come show off. He gave me the blades of the sea. Gorgeous, ain't they?
Oh my god, those are amazing.
Figure I can use them to get you out of here.
What's the catch?
No catch. I got something for you, too. They didn't want to give you none of the armor, but I pulled some strings. Got you something made. Nothing too fancy, but I think you like it. She hands you one of the blades. Hold this.
Reach out and I admire it so closely. I look at the coral.
Hold it tight. And she reaches in and she grabs the other hand of it, and then she throws the other one straight up the stairs. And then suddenly you feel a yank from the blade that the two of you are holding, and the door is ripped off its hinges as you're slammed into it by the blade as it pulls the two of you and the door straight up out the stairs. The blades shoot back together. Just before he slams into the wall, she grabs the other blade, and the force stops. Whew! These are nice. This one's Agnir. Oh, no. Agnir and Ran. No. Agir. Agir. Oh, fuck. I don't remember how to say it.
Agiraran! These are the most beautiful knives I've seen in my life, Granny.
It's... Oh, shit. It's Agir and Ran? I don't know.
Which is which?
Oh, shit, dude, I don't... Look, I'm a killing machine, but you know, I must be the most poorly read archspeaker in the entire history of the church. Well, anyway, I got this for you. And she pulls out this small silvery metal arrow. This here is Scott. Take it.
Scott. Anchorage grabs it.
All right. And this here is the glove to go with it. And she tosses you this little glove with a small piece of metal sewn into the center of it. It's similar to my blades, not quite as potent, but you can always call that arrow back to you no matter what. I know you were always into that archery shit. And the best part, you can channel your smite through it because, well, it's a holy weapon of Agoth. Bullshit works.
Hell yeah. Wow, Granny. I don't know what I'm going to have to kill something with this.
Hey, you better kill a lot of somethings with that. And oh my God, let me check the name again. Skadai?
Skadai.
You're going to have to ask one of the one of them research types, but it's great. And, once you get to know them a little bit, they kind of got a personality of their own.
Okay, Granny.
So treasure it. Now,
What's the catch then?
all right, okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what the catch is. The Archseer's seen something. They don't think this shit's over. They think Maldread has found a way to cheat death, and that this won't keep him down for long. And they've seen him going south to the Sand Sea.
To the Sand Sea?
Yes. I'm headed there now myself, and I'll check things out. I've heard horrible rumors about that place. Rack with pirates and whalers. Horrible types.
Well, Granny, I think that, just because a place and a people are different than us doesn't always mean that they're worse. And, in the desert,
you can remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one to give you no pain. I'm still so stoned. I've heard horrible, awful rumors about this place, Anchorage. These whale barons, they're calling themselves, slaughtering the sand whales by the thousands, just for their skin, and then leaving the corpses to rot in the sand. And, Jesus, the pirates I've heard about down there, heard this one. Tales reach all the way up to the west, where I live, tales of Captain Mothbeard the Mad. A captain so crazed with hatred of his own face that he cuts off the beards of his enemies and wears them. Mothbeard. And the beards, they rot and decay, and carnivorous moths take up and make nests in them. And he just keeps them there to scare people.
you're really traumatizing, Grammy.
I'm just warning you, Anchorage. This ain't gonna be a nice place. But I'm gonna need you to come with me. You get your friends together and meet me there. I'm gonna get a head start.
Where are we meeting you?
There's a little town right on the other side of the wall. It's in the Sand Sea, but still on level ground. Meet me there. It's the only town for miles, so you'll know it. I'm gonna get a head start, look around, see if I can track down where this rat is hiding. And she steps out, aims up with one of the knives, and throws it. And it disappears in like a little glimmer in the sky. She goes, "All right, well, I'll be going!" Her arm is jerked upwards and she disappears into the sky. And I think that is where we're going to end the session. We'll pick up right there with the next one.
What about Wendy?
Where did Wendy go?
Where's Wendy?
Go.
That's the one part you guys missed.
Where's Wendy? I tried to find her, guys, but I kind of got my ass whooped.
She got gored by a unicorn. Not
Yeah.
her fault.
I got beef with unicorns.
Yo, we survived another episode of Rolling Pro 20s. Well, I was so excited starting part 2. Super fun session. Another episode next Thursday.
Fuck goodbyes.
Fuck goodbyes.
Fuck goodbye.